Oregon football is off to a very fast start in the 2025 recruiting class, and we're interviewing one of their wide receiver targets on today's episode of the Ducks Dish podcast. And we're back like we never left. Oregon fans, what's going on? Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to tune into another episode of the Ducks Dish podcast. I'm your host, Max Torres. Been a little minute since my last episode, but have an exciting one in store for you today. I am joined by 2025 Notre Dame Prep wide receiver Cooper Perry out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Cooper, how we doing, man? Thanks for being here.
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Well, hey, we know that Oregon is definitely prioritizing the state of Arizona on the recruiting trail. They've been getting a lot of commits from there, year after year. So kind of my plan for today's show was just get to know a little bit more about you as a player, talk some Ducks, and then just the overall recruiting process. I'm going to throw up your highlights here just as some background as well while we got you on the show. But yeah, man, just kind of give us a little bit of the rundown how things are going for you as you head into your junior year.
Yeah, so everything's going well. We just started camp yesterday. So it's our second day today. We got a scrimmage in a couple weeks. Been waiting. It's been a long off season, so we're excited to get rolling and get into the season.
Yeah, and the state of Arizona is one that I finally got to check out for myself in the spring. Got to make it out to Phoenix. I was actually staying in Scottsdale with some buddies, but I got to see Luke Moga, and I also stopped over at Basha. So definitely need to get out to Notre Dame on my next trip. But just tell me a little bit about what the football scene's like for you out there as one of the top offensive playmakers.
Yeah, it's been great. I had a great season last year. Team did really well. We lost in the semis. Obviously we're trying to get back and get back to the state championship and get in that run. Got my quarterback back, as you can see, Noah Trigueros. Having him back is going to be good. Get rolling. So we've already built a great connection last year. We got things rolling off of that, and I'm just excited to get things going this season. But yeah, last season was crazy, and tough loss in the semis, but we're trying to get back and get things going.
Yeah, definitely always trying to bounce back. And it feels like the season takes forever to get here, but we're here, man. It's right around the corner. For someone who maybe isn't super familiar with you or your game, Cooper, just kind of tell us what you think you bring to the table as a wide receiver.
Yeah, honestly, my game isn't just about running routes and making big time catches. It's about what I can do with the ball in my hands. Once I get the ball, one of the things I think is the best about my game is being able to make some dudes miss and go score. And that's the fun part. Getting those highlight clips. Having fun with my team. Scoring touchdowns in big games. It's just that's a little bit about me. Some of the things that I look is in guys in college, especially at Oregon receivers, is the route running ability. Being able to run routes is great, but being able to do little things, get out your breaks, get separation, go make that catch, it's one of the things that I pride myself in and I work on. So that's a little bit about my game.
Okay, yeah, you can see on the tape here that you got a really nice release and you're able to make plays over the middle too. Finish through contact, all the things that you want to see in a wide receiver. It's one of the positions that I really like to break down and kind of follow. Certainly one that comes with a lot of flash. This might be a little bit repetitive, but what's your favorite thing about being a wide receiver, and when did you know that was kind of the position for you?
So youth ball, I was playing running back my whole life. My dad played running back. I've never played wide receiver till my first year of high school, and just being able to adapt and to play wide receiver is great. I feel like it's where I should be at. Things I love about receivers and I can play outside, I can play slot. You know, I can play. I'm a versatile wide receiver. You know, I can run routes from anywhere and on the field, and that's what I like. You know, I like being wherever on the field and being able to make plays wherever on the field. So that's the little bit fun part about being a wide receiver. You just get to you're able to impact the game in so many different ways. So I'm definitely happy with sticking with wide receiver and not running back.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's fun to watch the tape and just kind of see you do your thing. Let's switch gears a little bit now and talk about the recruiting process, because you've already made a name for yourself with 2 seasons left to go of high school ball. Looked you up before we got on here. 4-star guy, about 15 offers according to 247 Sports. What's the recruiting process been like for you so far?
It's been crazy, honestly. It's such a blessing to be in the position and have opportunities to play big time college ball at a place like the Oregon Ducks. You know, they were the second to offer me, and they should have been they were supposed to be the first, but ASU came calling just a little bit before. But you know, it's definitely a great opportunity and a huge blessing to be able to be an opportunity to do the thing you love.
Yeah, not a surprise to see, a school like Arizona State be the first school to pull the trigger. I know Kenny Dillingham wants to keep those guys home. Maybe that was before he got the job that you got your offer. I'm not completely sure, but
It was he actually was the one who offered me at Oregon, and so I've had a relationship with him, and then he obviously went to ASU, and I've just built a great relationship with the guys at Oregon even more. One of the coaches, Coach Cameron Aragi, that's my guy. I love him. He's definitely been one of the big factors in my liking to the Ducks. He just tells me how it is. Tells me that if you want to play West Coast ball at a big time stage, you come to Oregon, and that's something that I've taken to mind too.
okay, yeah. I mean, Oregon's been a national power for a while. Definitely one of the biggest schools in the sport. Um, let's talk about Oregon a little bit more. You talked about Coach Cam and how he is someone who has kind of kept Oregon on your mind early on in the process. But what is it that you like about Oregon? What kind of excites you about the opportunity to play your college ball in Eugene?
I mean, yeah, a lot of guys look at the facilities and stuff like that, and obviously Oregon's is second to none. But it's more than that. It's the relationships that I've already built with them, and the relationships I'm going to continue to build with them now. That's August 1st. So I'm just really excited to see and build relationships with more of the coaches and more of the guys over there, and it's such a good program like the Ducks. So. I'm just excited about the future in my recruitment, and the Ducks will be definitely a top team. So I'm just excited to build relationships, and learn from Coach J.A. Definitely.
Okay, and you mentioned that you'd been up to Eugene before. You've been able to take an unofficial visit.
Sure.
Obviously still pretty early on in your recruitment, but never hurts to get the ball rolling early. I know for a fact that Scottsdale and Eugene are pretty different. I mean, if you just look at the weather, that tells you all you need to know. Pretty hot in Arizona, obviously. But tell me a little bit about that trip out to Eugene and kind of what it was like getting to get a feel for the Ducks.
So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I probably went at the worst time to go. It was pouring rain, like very cold, but it was good to see it firsthand and see the practice and see the guys all working in the temperature. So, and it was good to get out there so early, so I can see it. I can see it was actually my first ever visit. So to be able to see Oregon as my first visit was definitely a good thing.
Yeah, Ducks sounds like they're able to set the bar high for you as you kind of start ramping things up in your process. I don't know if I would agree it's the worst time of the year because I love the rain. I'm in Southern California now, so I don't get as much of it as when I lived in Eugene. But a couple more for you, Cooper, and then we'll get you out of here. Wanted to go big picture. You said Oregon was your first visit you were able to take, but it sounds like that was a bit ago. Have you been able to get out on the road? What are some of the other schools that are kind of on your mind right now?
So I went to go see UCLA, and to be honest, and Notre Dame too. I got to see Notre Dame right after Oregon, a little bit during spring ball. Got to see UCLA this summer. Just some of the schools that have been on my list. And being able to go see them so early in my recruitment just was great. Starting to take off, and it's what I've wanted, it's what I've worked for. And I'm just excited on where my recruitment's going, and just so grateful.
Yeah, UCLA and Notre Dame are definitely some big schools right now that are finding themselves in the headlines, whether it's Chip Kelly and the Bruins going to the Big Ten, or Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman inking that massive Under Armour deal. That's a new development. Cooper, you talked about August 1st. That's today's date as we're recording this. That's a significant date on the recruiting calendar. What's kind of next for you in the recruiting process as college coaches, I think, can start hitting you up? Is that pretty much what it is?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, with that in mind, what's next for you in the recruiting process as you continue to make a name for yourself, and probably some more schools going to hop in the boat?
Yeah, I'm just excited. With August 1st, it's all about building relationships with the right programs. So I'm just ready, and to start, talking with coaches even more, and just being able to build a great relationship with the right coaches, the right program, and overall the right people. And at a place like Oregon, what Coach Cam has told me, and I got to see it firsthand in January, that it's really a family, and once you're a Duck, you're always a Duck. So I take that in mind. So I'm just excited.
All right. And then the last one that I had for you, Cooper, we're just kind of going big picture. What is it that you're looking for at a school? It doesn't sound like you're in a rush to commit or anything, but you're looking at these places that are going to ultimately be your home for the next 3 to 4 years. So what's important to you? What are you looking for?
Some guys, once again, look for facilities and stuff like that. For me, it's just the community, the people, fitting the scheme, and being able to compete as a freshman. I think is one of the biggest things that I look for. I want to be able to go out and work for a starting job as a true freshman. I think that's one of the most important things and what I look for.
Yeah, I like hearing the competitive mindset. That's definitely a big thing that you want to see at the next level, especially if you want to see the field early. But yeah, Cooper, I think that's pretty much what I had for you. Just wanted to kind of, help get your name out there, help Duck fans know what the wide receiver picture is looking like. And you're certainly one of the top guys in the Western region of the country. What is your social media handles? Just wanted to give you a chance to plug that and let people know where they can find more of you and your game.
Yeah, so my Instagram is cooper.perry12. My Twitter is Cooper_Perry06. So yeah.
All right, there you go. You guys make sure you tap in with Cooper. Sounds like he wants to get out to Eugene for a game this season, so don't be surprised if he pops up on campus. If you guys want to find more of me, you can follow me on Twitter at mtorresports. You can read more of my work on ducksdigest.com, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Oregon Football Max Torres. But until next time, that's all we got for you today. Big thanks to Cooper for coming on the show. You've been listening to it. Thank you. You've got it, man. You've been listening to another episode of the Ducks Dish Podcast.